Hi friends. Let's get ready to go color these gray hairs. I'm just gonna show you like a patch of the more you dig, the more you find. They are like, they're not quite every other hair, but there are, it's hard on camera because it just look like that's gray. They look like maybe shiny black hair, but they're not. They are white. Just white as snow. Like, I don't know, it's so hard to tell. But they're not shiny black hair. They are actually white hairs. So many white hairs. All over, like everywhere. So, I have not colored my hair in a while. When I got my extensions put in, I didn't have time to color it because I had kids with me. And so today I'm going to get my extensions and my hair all matching. So, let's get ready. Do you have grays? Drop it below. So if you're wanting to have a wise conversation with someone, you can come to me, and all my wisdom, and we can hang out. Okay. So last day of Palmifera's 25% off the Build Your Own bundles. So if you've been wanting anything, you do have to start with the cleanser in your cart and then add from there. So, but it's 25% off. So that's today. There's also 35% off of supplements, which is a really good deal. So it is a really good sales day. Good morning. You are 62 and you can't find one gray hair? I could find hundreds, actually hundreds. They are becoming very sprinkled throughout my head. I'm like, when did this? It's like all the time. And a lot of them are only about this long. So a lot of my new growth is gray. But at some point, if I get enough, I will just go gray. And I'll be so here for it. Yes. Okay, so I wanted to do something fun with you guys for a giveaway. I'm going to give away a pack, a big bag of Trim Fit. I have a huge giveaway going on from yesterday's live, and I haven't picked the winner yet. So if you didn't get to watch yesterday's supplement live, I'm doing a huge giveaway over there, and I'm going to pick the winner this afternoon. But today, I wanted to do a fun giveaway with you guys. So I'm going to write a state on my paper. Okay, I'm gonna write it down right now, and we're going to do, okay. Okay, and I'm going to fold it up, and this is a state. So I'm going to pick a winner from someone that lives in this state. And so drop what state you're from below. And at the end, I'm going to show you what state I had written down, and I'll find someone who is in that state. So write your city and state, and I'll pick someone from that state to win a thing of Trim Fit. I want to start doing more things like this that are fun because, and if you want to share this video, that's always amazing, but I want to start doing fun ways, different ways of doing giveaways because, it's like hard to decide who do you pick. Okay, so if you've never tried Palmifera's Ageless Sculpting one, it's the Youth Ageless Sculpting one. It is a jellyfish peptide. It instantly, like within 15 to 30 minutes, tightens your skin. So if you ever have a wedding, a special event, a date night, anything like that, then it's amazing to use. And then it also works over time to continue to tighten your skin and give you like long-term results. So it's also fantastic for very saggy skin and like loose skin, any sort of like hanging jowls, like loose eyelids. There's one for your eyes, and then there's one for your face and neck. So, okay, South Carolina, Athens, Alabama, Texas, Arizona, Alabama. So you have to tell me where you're from. And then at the end, I'll show you my state I wrote down, and It was just the first state I thought of, and I'm gonna pick a winner from that state. But we're gonna do something fun. If you have other things that you're like, we could do animals, we could do favorite colors, we could do so many things, but I thought it's kind of like a mystery, and that might be really fun. Okay, so if you're hopping on late, Pomifera does have their build your own bundles. So if you've needed skincare, I love wearing the Ageless Sculpting one under my makeup. It's good for tightening your skin without looking, sometimes not all skincare does well under makeup, and this does. So, oh, you just ran out of your face and neck. You should try the build your own bundle. You can add everything together and get a really good price. Okay, a little bit of Plump serum. This has hyaluronic acid in it, and it helps tighten your pores and stimulate collagen. Utah, New York, Idaho, Virginia. Everybody's from everywhere. Do you not find the internet to be incredibly, like, I haven't even gone to some of these states before. I just find the internet to just be so mind-blowing that all of us can be hanging out from all over the country. It's amazing. Okay. 35% off of Beautiful You. If you've ever wanted to try TrimFit, greens, probiotics, I mean, the list goes on and on of their products that they have, but it is site-wide, 25% off with my code. And then if you do the subscription too, you can stack them and do 35% off. So I put the links in the description of this video. And then, oh, I didn't wait too long to comment them so I can pin it. I'm so excited to get my hair colored and to get it like cut to where hopefully it blends. I don't know. And if it doesn't end up looking good, then I'm just going back to my regular hair. I just feel like, you know, when you're kind of feeling frumpy, or just wanted to do something that made me feel like better in my own skin. Just wanted to feel like a little more confident, and I did my hair and I have hated the way that it looks. Like, it has not looked good at all. And so I'm like, maybe today's the day. North Carolina, Mississippi. Absolutely love TrimFit. It is an incredible appetite suppressant and mood booster. So if you struggle with wanting to binge eat, if you are needing more energy, if you're wanting to feel more motivated, it is really wonderful. I've been taking it for years, and this is the biggest sale they've ever had. They've done it one other time, and it's a really good deal. Okay, I'm gonna mix my greens in. I like to mix the two together, but you don't have to do both. You can see it, my skincare is already like starting to work, and things are like looking tighter and just like more even, more glowy from the inside out. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I'm gonna get it looking good. I really am. Just gotta get there. I did it half up, half down yesterday, and I haven't done my hair like that in a long time. And so I did actually. I think it was cute. You guys see this? Whoops. You guys see this pin? TJ Maxx. It's like the things you didn't know you needed. I'm like, do we need a swan pin? Yes, we did. Okay. Mixing greens. This has over 100 like fruits, veggies, minerals from the ocean, and yes, men and women can take this, totally. The only thing I wouldn't recommend men taking is the Total Hormone Balance. It's really designed for women. I do have a link for this. It's in my Amazon storefront. So if you go to CourtneySwan.com, click Amazon storefront, or maybe even, no, I don't have it here, but at CourtneySwan.com it's there. Adam just came and got my car, and he's going to fill it up with gas. That makes me so happy. Oh, so happy. Perfection. So I went on a beach walk today with a couple friends. Try and get up really early and move my body every day because it really affects my mood. And I honestly think there is something about walking on sand, like at the ocean, that just like does something to your body. Like we are meant, like maybe I was meant to be a mermaid. I have no idea, but it feels so amazing. Like I feel invigorated would be the word. So today Adam had something going on this morning. So he took the girls to school, but I took Veda with me. And in my mind, I was like, I've never taken her on, like, I go on a long beach walk. It is a long walk. It's like 2.5 miles. And so I was like, she'll have so much fun. She can just run and then stop and run. Well, she did part of the beach walk. And then she was like, my legs are so bored. They're so tired. Like, so we did the rest of the beach walk, alternating who got to carry Veda on their back. So it was like a weighted vest beach walk. So definitely a romanticized experience. She was like, I'm just so tired. Like my legs are so tired. And it is hard to walk in sand. And so she just wanted to play in the sand. She wanted to find like sea glass, and she was not interested in walking. So it's a little different exercise than what we planned, but it's okay. Kristen, why is there a bed in my office? Well, friends, I have family staying in town. So right now I'm washing sheets because, well, they've been gone for 2 days, but they're coming back. So I just thought I would give them clean sheets. But Adam's cousin's in town. Then my cousin comes to town with his girlfriend. Then, so Adam's cousin and his girlfriend was in town. Then they went and stayed in Condado. Now they're coming back. They'll be here for a little while more. So they come back tonight. So that's why there's bed. We have family. We don't have a guest room. And it is a tight fit. Like there's the couch. And there's the door. It is a very tight fit. So we have a lot of family coming in and a lot of family staying in the office. At some point I would love, we thought this would be like, definitely have enough space. The girls share a bedroom, plus we don't have a guest room. We love this house, but living in it and we work from home, we're like, there are a few things we should have like planned differently, but, for now, if people come to visit us, they can enjoy this, what is this thing called? It's actually a nice blow-up mattress. They should enjoy this, some sort of blow-up mattress. Okay, so today, I have written down a state. So write down what state, or drop below what state you are from. And at the end, I'm going to pick a winner from this state. So city and state, write it down. I'm going to pick a winner from this state. And I normally pick my winner like 24 hours after my live. So it gives people who are watching the replay also time to be part of it. And so I want to do fun giveaways. So this is for a bag for a month's supply of Trim Fit. Yeah, she said her legs were bored. So I was like, well, my legs are burning. So, okay, just gonna go in with Revive. So if you needed Pomifera, 25% off build your own bundles, I put the link, or if you needed Beautiful You, both of those are the good deals going on today. Anyways, I always feel like my hair appointments go better if I do my makeup. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this is just Revive. It has lipids, and I spent a good amount of time out in the sun today. I put sunscreen all over Veda, and I did not put it on myself. And so I just want to just protect my skin, and I feel like my skin looks better when I do all the things. Some days I have time, some days I don't. But since today I don't really have to do my hair, I washed it last night. Oh, get a Murphy bed. I would love to get a Murphy bed, like the wall furniture. I just don't really have any extra room in here. Like this is full of all the things, like all Lunge products, Ophir products, Ebby bras, like supplement stuff. Like it's full of all brand things. And I really need those things because sometimes I have to show certain things. And I don't really have like any extra room for a Murphy bed, but I would, if I had room, it would be amazing. Oh, you ordered greens yesterday? You'd love to have trim? Yay, Karen. That deal is so good. They increased my code. Did anybody else get some? I know somebody had 2 of, because I saw orders coming in yesterday. Okay, so here we go. The Super Boost, it looks amazing on your skin. It looks like a collagen mask that you've slept in overnight. You know how tight your hair looks? Looks so good on, or like when you pull, I was reading a hair comment, when you pull off a collagen mask and how tight the film on your face looks when you did a collagen mask. This is what this looks like, but it doesn't come out till the middle of next month. So when it comes out, I'll let you know. Okay. You don't like to do your makeup when you're getting your hair done because you feel like you get splashed too much. I don't know why. I just feel like, oh, if I a lot of times even try and spray tan because I'm like, oh, I like how it looks. Oh, Crystal, you ran out of Pomifera and didn't realize how much you missed it. It's so wonderful. And that's how it is. You're like, oh, I didn't know until it was gone. And then you're like, I need this. It makes the Erase Pre-Cleanser like $14. So it's such a good deal. Ooh! Ordered the turmeric bundle. That is really good for inflammation and like pain or just stress. I'm trying to find natural ways to help with my anxiety. I have been having panic attacks at night. And it's helpful. But I ordered some of that from the Make brand, that Calm. It's a cortisol reducer, but I haven't gotten it in. I thought I had ordered it and I hadn't. But I'm hoping maybe that helps. I don't want to go on medication. Like, I don't like the way medication, I have tried it before, like a long time ago. But I don't like the way it, like, I have a lot of kids, you know what I mean? It's like if there's a house fire, I need to be like awake and alert to take care of children. And so I don't like the way like prescription medicines like make you feel, but I also need to find something that like when I have really bad panic attacks or like anxiety about things or how to handle that. If anyone has any natural remedies or things that you do, something that has helped, I know it sounds silly, but like sour candy sometimes can be really good to like when I feel like I can't calm down. Sometimes I've eaten like a sour warhead or a sour gummy worm or something like, and it's almost like it makes your brain have to think about something else, like because it's like an intense flavor and it kind of like, I don't know, it just switches your focus. And I feel like that has helped me like when I like stop it from getting bad. But anyways, those are, anybody else deal with that? It's so, sometimes it's like irrational fears or feeling like what would I, a lot of it has to do, and I literally will quote scriptures, like, because I do not feel like fear is from the Lord, or I don't feel like fear is from the Lord. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to quote scripture and try and, work through this. And it's not because I don't have faith. It's almost like uncontrollable sometimes. And I hate that I feel that way. And sometimes it'll even be triggered by like, oh, I feel like I did something. Like I missed a meeting the other day and it like spiraled a whole meltdown. So this one I accidentally used cardamom, which is my spray tan shade, and I am not spray tanned. So if anyone else struggles with that, sour candy can be helpful. I saw it on someone's TikTok one day and I was like, well, I will try that. And ooh, you heard ice water, dunk your face in ice. So I've also heard the phrase like you can't have faith and fear at the same time. And I love the idea of that, you know, like you can't be believing God can do this and still be fearful at the same time. But I live in that world of being incredibly, like having great faith and also sometimes having debilitating like fear. And so, and it isn't because I don't have faith. It's just like I actually can't control it. So I don't really believe that phrase 100%. I know like kind of probably what they're getting at is like you have to have, your faith has to be bigger than your fear, but sometimes I just can't, like it just is what it is. So yes, I worry like worst case scenario, or like I worry things about my kids, or like, okay, latest, France, Portugal, and they had that big power outage, right? The other day. So that kind of spiraled me to be like, what if that happened? And what would I do? And then what would I do for my job? And then what would I do? How would I take care of my kids? And like, what if we needed something? Or what if there was an emergency? And so then I start getting like anxious and over things that I cannot control. But I live with a man who has no anxiety, none. And he's always like, just don't worry about it, which is so great that he is that way. Why didn't I think of that? Like, just don't worry about it. Thank you for that reminder. It did not cross my mind. But he doesn't worry about it. He's like, it's out of our control. It's nothing we can control. So like, literally don't worry about it. And like, there's something so calming about living with someone who is not anxious. Like that, I don't know if anything in this world makes him anxious. And, so a lot of times if I do start spiraling, he will be like, everything's going to be okay, which is actually so good. Magnesium, that's great. I love taking like magnesium flake, like actual flakes in my bath. Oh, I love that. Faith is important, but seeking help through a therapist has changed your life. Your anxiety and therapy meds have greatly improved. That's so good. So the one time I tried medicine, it was not a good fit for me. And this was, gosh, 10, 12 years ago. It was a long time. But I will say therapy was great because certain things, like I used to not be able to pump gas or, well, my husband's currently pumping my gas right now, but it's because he just is being nice and he knows I hate it, but I could do it if I had to. But used to, I couldn't. I was terrified of being like abducted or kidnapped or shot, like irrational fears. And I went to therapy. I did have someone try and take me at a gas station once. So this is not, or like try getting in my car. So it's not quite irrational, but it's not common. And it was terrifying. But it kind of gave me, I guess, PTSD from it. But she was like, do you think everyone else at this gas station is worried about, I've never known anyone that has gotten shot, so I don't know where that fear came from, but it was very much there. And she was like, when you're at the gas station, how many people around do you think are scared of the same thing? I was like, probably none. And she was like, that's how you can know if it's a reasonable fear or like unrealistic. You know what I mean? Like, is this reasonable or an unrealistic fear? And that helped me a lot to be like, okay, this is probably an unreasonable, like not everybody else is not worried about walking into the Walmart right now. And that was very helpful. I think my phone is overheating because it is turning black on me. I don't have any way of like cooling it down. Sometimes my phone will get too hot. And so imagine doing your makeup in a dark phone. Anyways, this is just me being very real and honest with you. And I have friends that don't have any anxiety at all. And that's so great. But I do feel like a lot of times it's just like my defense to try and like keep everyone safe. But I am a million times better than it used to be. And I have learned like going through like being a single mom and going through like things on your own. And I kind of had to like learn, like I can do a lot of things on my own. I actually can do, and then it gets less scary the more you do something and something bad didn't happen. Yeah, it was when I was much younger. I kind of had like a bad series of bad events happen to me. And it really like affected my grown-up life. I'm still like working through it. But this guy, he was saying he was selling meat and he wanted me to come look at this. I was at a gas station. I just had like an icky feeling. And he was like, hey, like selling steaks out of the back of this like box truck. And he was like, I've got a good deal on steaks. Like, come look at them. You know, I'll give you a good deal. And I was like, no, I'm good. And in my mind, I was thinking like, I first of all, don't want to buy steaks out of like a box truck. And secondly, I don't have any money. So like I can't afford steaks. And so he kept being like really like pushy about wanting me to like get steaks. And so I just had this feeling like I saw him like walking towards me. And so I just was like, I wasn't done pumping gas or anything. I just got into my car really quickly. He was like almost running towards my car. And he got to the handle right as it was closing. He was like pulling on it. And I got my car locked before he was. And he started like beating on my car, like, come over here, like, come look at these steaks, like really, really angry. And I ended up honking on my horn like crazy. And he ran off and I got out of my gas. But it was just this odd, he didn't technically try and take me, but I felt like he was going to try and take me. I don't know if that makes sense, but I was probably 16, 17 years old, probably 17. And then like a couple weeks later, somebody tried breaking into an apartment I was staying in, and they were found like right down the road with a gun. And I had some girls over, and he was like trying to get in, and my dog was going nuts. Just like all these weird little things. I had a friend murdered, like, so I feel like I've just had weird things happen that luckily not in a long time. But it made me like, I don't know, like on edge. Crazy. And then so then I was just nervous, and I was like, what if I had gone over to look at meat? What if I'd had money? And he was like, you know, very persistent. Like, what if he would have pulled me in his fake meat truck? Like, I don't think he was really selling meat. Even though he had like a Omaha steak like thing on the side of it. But anyways, that was a long, long time ago. But that'll make anybody not want to pump their own gas. Because I was like terrified. What if someone like tries to get me? But had I not gotten around to get into my car, like when I felt like it, if I had waited until he was like as close as he was, I mean, he went from like fast walking to like at my door handle, like trying to get my door open. It was crazy, but so scary. A lot of the things that I am dealing with sounds like hormonal imbalance. I actually have had my hormones checked, and they are totally out of whack. I'm like not producing progesterone. My testosterone's off. I have PCOS. I've got like some cysts. I don't know. So that I would love to find someone. I had a great person when I was in Tennessee who was really helping me manage my hormones. So sometimes during my cycle, during like when my hormones are really wonky, I will end up more anxious than on a regular day, which I didn't even think about those two together, that maybe they play a part. Because I will be like, oh, he's so fine for like a long time. And then I will just have like a spell where I can't seem to not be like a little scared or anxious. But always trust your instincts, trust your intuition. I no longer, like, especially having so many kids, used to, I would use the phrase Skittles, like if I felt like someone was kind of like, why are you in our aisle with all my kids and you have nothing in your hands? Like, and I'd be like, Skittles. And that was my code word. If you don't have a code word with your kids, it actually is really amazing when you can't say, hey, there's a stranger. Like, we would just be like, Skittles, or do you want some Skittles? And they would know, like, there's a stranger nearby, I need to get near you, especially when they were little. And so now I'm to the point to where I'm like, I would vocally be like, there's someone weird. I'm like not nice anymore. I'm like, I'm like, come on. Like, we are not hanging out. And we don't deal with this actually here in Puerto Rico, but back in the States, I feel like at Target, it happened a good amount of times where I was like, just felt like there were creepy people around. All right, just putting bronzer. This is Ophir's darkest shade. It's called Teak, and it works great. Yes, don't put yourself in danger. Be smart. Use your gut. Trust it. And if there's something that you don't feel comfortable with, like if you ever need to lay on your horn, do it. Don't worry about embarrassing yourself. Don't worry about embarrassing somebody else. Just trust your instincts. Get help. Don't feel embarrassed to have someone walk you out to your car. Don't feel embarrassed to like any of it. Just feel like literally if you feel like you should call the police, call the police. Like, do not feel embarrassed or anything. Okay. I cannot tell on camera what this looks like because my screen is at maybe 2% brightness. But I'm looking off in my mirror over here, and but I think everything happens for a reason, and had certain things happen earlier in my life that I went through, maybe it protected me from other bad, like worse bad things happening as a grown-up. So I completely believe and that God can use like evil for good, and that he protects me and all of it. It's just, I would like to not deal with the anxiety part. This happened to her daughter at Walmart in the freeze aisle, and I told her not to be quiet, so she yelled, "Why are you following me?" Yes, like I'm no longer like, you know, I will totally go and tell someone like, there's a guy who's been in every section of the store at the same time we are, and he has nothing in his hands, like, or yeah, just completely, just keep yourself safe. But I will tell you, moving to Puerto Rico, I feel like we've gone back about 50 years. Like, it feels very old school here, and that is nice. Whereas the area we kind of lived in was known for, I don't know, a good bit of that kind of stuff happening. And the area we're in here, I feel like, not really quite as much. If anything, people are like, here, let me help you. Oh, April, I wanted to thank you for turning me onto those ones from Pomifera. They're the best. They really are so good. Okay. Have to be on a call with our ad specialist in 15 minutes. You watch crime things and overthink everything. So I actually cannot watch crime things. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I will have crazy dreams and I will be incredibly paranoid. Like, I just cannot do it. I don't need any more ideas to make me any more scared than what I am. Curious about the cost of living here. Is it comparable? So, I would say it's very comparable to like Tennessee. Like, housing might be a little more expensive here, but there's also affordable housing here too. But some of the housing can get really crazy expensive. Like, whereas back where we were, there weren't many houses. Like, some of the, like, there are just some like the celebrity houses here are insane. And we didn't have that. Like, I don't think there are any celebrities in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Maybe there is, but we didn't have like houses like that. And there are some in Puerto Rico, but overall, the price of like milk, eggs, groceries, very, very similar. It is like not cheaper, but I wouldn't say it's more expensive. It's cheaper than Hawaii. That's where my dad was from. And when he came here, he was like, it's about half the price of what it is in Hawaii, which I found interesting because they're both islands. So I thought maybe we would be more comparable to like Hawaii prices, but my dad was telling me that no, like it is definitely more affordable than Hawaii is, but Hawaii is very expensive. Oh, that's right. She's famous. Macy from Teen Mom lives in Chattanooga. Yeah. So there is a famous person that lives there. But there are some like just beautiful fancy houses in some of the areas here that like you see them and you're like, holy moly, who lives there? Like, it's really fun. If you love houses, it's like so good. Okay, lips. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna do a devotion together as well. This is a color I really like. You can get it on Amazon, but it's called Magic Maker. You can get it at Walgreens, actually. That's where I got this. But it's Magic Maker, and I think it was $4. It's the NYX color, or NYX liner. And I do like it. I'm not doing my hair today because we're getting my hair done. How are my kids adapting? They love it. They have so much fun. Like Christian's about to go with a friend and they're going to the gym, and he's been working out like 2 to 3 times a week. And he invited some friends to the beach this weekend. Like, it's just, there's a lot to do here. There's like pickleball and tennis and golf carts and the beach and golf. Like Lexi's taking golf lessons, and it's just fun. It's like really fun to live on an island, like going fishing, and we went to the beach this morning, and it's just, all of us have all decided like we're just here for the long haul. We love it. Okay, and now I'll just go in with like, this is the shade Whatever from Ophir. Ooh, read The Power of Now. It's great to help with anxiety. I will definitely look into that. And I feel like it's so good to be aware if it's maybe your anxiety and not maybe like the truth, the full truth. You know, you're like, is this because I am like spiraling? And it's good to be aware of that, because then you're like, maybe I can be like a little more reasonable with myself. But who is someone famous that lives here? Okay, so Logan Paul and Jake Paul, the like boxer YouTuber people, Ricky Martin, the singer, like Livin' La Vida Loca. Some celebrities come and visit. Hugh Jackman was spotted a while back at a restaurant here, and Ryan Reynolds, they were here at the same time. I actually saw Ryan Reynolds jogging in a friend's neighborhood. And what else? I know they're famous people, but I don't like know them personally. I just hear like, oh, they live over there. Oh, they live in this town, or oh, they live in this neighborhood, or whatever. Oh, there's a famous person that lives in our neighborhood. And they're like a singer, like a rap singer. I don't really know rap songs. And then Bad Bunny, his mom has a house. He has a house for her nearby. He's also like a rap person. I couldn't spot him in a crowd. I don't really, but I don't know any of them. I've just heard they live here. Okay, are you ready for drum roll for our giveaway? So drop below what state you live in, city and state. I've written down a state on the back of an old piece of paper, and I'm gonna show you the state, and if you were from that state, we'll pick someone as a winner. No, Jamie, they're like actually real famous. Okay, let's do a devotion, and then we will do devotion together, and then we'll find out what state to pick the winner from for a bag of Trum-Fit. Okay, flipping the script. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it eat its fruit. Proverbs 18:12. Perspective 1, I'm dreading work today. Perspective 2, I have a job. Perspective 1, everyone depends on me to do everything. I am exhausted. Perspective 2, I may be worn out, but it is because I have so many people in my life whom I love, and I have the opportunity to serve. Perspective 1, I thought I would be married with kids by now. Perspective 2, my situation allows me to volunteer, to give my best to my job, and to be there for my family. I know that God is aware of my desires. Isn't the difference remarkable? It is not the question of how do I change my circumstances, but rather how do I see my circumstances in a different light. Perspective is the pathway to being a person of praise or a person of pity. We get to decide whether we are going to play victim in the circumstances of our life or claim victory over what we believe regardless of what we see. When our lips are busy praising God, even in the smallest details, we no longer have time to rehearse pity, and what we practice, we perfect. If we want to remain disappointed, frustrated, and bitter, we can keep perspective of one going, or we can flip the script and choose to see the good in every situation and speak life into our circumstances. Believe it or not, our body hears the words we say and it listens. If our lips speak doom and gloom, our posture will become sluggish and unsure, and a frown will form far too easily. However, if we choose to look for Jesus in everything we do and remind our heart of his promises, there will be light in our eyes and lightness in our steps. If everything that exited our mouth actually came to fruition, what would life look like? Would we propel ourselves in the direction of our dreams or steer ourselves down the path of insecurity and fear? We choose. Let's flip the script and believe that God is showing up for us. Our heart can always remain hopeful. Dear Jesus, thank you for helping us flip our perspective as we look for ways you are moving on our behalf. We choose to speak words of life and truth today. In Jesus' name, amen. Which I think also plays hand in hand in anxiety, because if you can speak truth and realize what's unreasonable and unrealistic, and you can calm yourself down and you can speak to positive things, your body listens. And so, it's the little phrases we say so often, like, I'm falling apart, or I can do all things through Christ. You know, like, which one? Like, you're going to get through this. Like, I can do this. I have done harder things than this. Like, I love saying that. Like, on hard days, I will be like, I have survived harder days than this. You know, everything is going to be okay. So our mouths are powerful. And I complimented someone on how beautiful their legs were this week. And she was wearing shorts. She looked so cute. She's a friend of mine. And I said, oh my gosh, your legs look amazing. Like, you look incredible. And she was like, oh, well, that's the only good part of my body. And I was like, girl, that is bad self-talk. Like, you have so many good parts of your body. Your whole body's amazing. Like, you are stunning. And so, but it's like those things, like those self-limiting beliefs, those ugly words, those things we would never say to somebody else. Like, well, it's only a good part of your body. Like, no one would ever say that to other people. And like, why do we say it about ourselves? And so, our tongues are powerful for, I know someone who they always say, like, if something bad's going to happen, it's going to happen to me, or I have the worst luck. Well, you are just literally telling your mind to search for bad luck all day long. Whereas I am like, goodness and mercy, like the Lord's goodness and mercy finds me. Like, you know, opportunities. God is opening up opportunities for me that I don't deserve. Like, I am setting myself up for that. God, I am looking for them, for blessings daily, you know? And so what you say and what you look for is what you find. So anyways, we're almost done with this devotion. It's taken us about a year, but we've been reading it on and off. But it is called Be Still, 90 Days for the Hopeful Heart. I actually started this. A friend sent it to me when I moved here to Puerto Rico. So, and it has been such a good devotion. I've loved sharing it. Okay. Drum roll, please. The state that we are going to be picking a winner from is Ohio. It's probably mirror reverse for you guys, but Ohio. So I'm going to go through. I will find someone from Ohio and we'll pick the winner tomorrow. So if you're watching the replay, you get a chance. And I'm going to pick different ones, different days. So keep participating. We'll find different things and hopefully people get to win fun prizes. I absolutely love, like, giveaways. I don't know. I love gift giving. If you're my friend in real life, you've probably gotten like 40 gifts from me because I love gift giving. And if you're my friend online, you've probably participated in many giveaways. So I'm going to be picking winner to get a bag of Trim Fit from someone in Ohio. Thank you guys for sharing this video. For anyone who decided to share or tag a friend or let someone know about me, that is literally the only way I grow my page or grow my business. If you did want anything for skincare, Pomifera has the 25% off that ends today. And I put the link in the video, and then Beautiful You has up to 35% off, but you have to use like my link with my code Courtney Swan, and then it's 25% off with that, and then you can stack it with the 10% off for the subscription. So congratulations, Ohio. I just thought, I was like, this would be really fun to find out where people are from and to do fun giveaways. So I'll come up with something for the next one, and I'll just write them down, and we'll have something fun to do as our giveaway. So, okay, you guys, I love you. I gotta hop off. I have to be on a call in 3 minutes. So I will talk to you guys later. But if you need anything, you can always send me a message. Pray my hair turns out cute. I've been kind of funky about it, so we just hope it turns out, I think, you know, good. So anyways, I'll share how it looks. Yay! You're from Ohio. That's so fun. Yes. Okay, you guys, love you. Have the best day. Bye.